China's exports experienced a significant surge in March 2025, increasing by 12.4% from the same period in the previous year. This increase was largely driven by companies rushing to beat impending U.S. tariff hikes, which are set to rise further under the current trade policies initiated by former U.S. President Donald Trump. Despite the export growth, China's imports fell by 4.3% to $211.3 billion in March, resulting in a trade surplus of $102.6 billion. The Customs Administration reported that total exports from China rose 5.8% in the first 3 months of the year, while imports sank 7%, leading to a trade surplus of $273 billion. The U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods have been a major factor in this trade dynamic. Initially, Trump imposed a 10% tariff increase, which was later raised to 20%. Currently, China faces tariffs of up to 145% on most of its exports to the U.S., prompting retaliatory measures from China, including 125% tariffs on U.S. products and controls on critical minerals like those used in electric vehicle production. China's trade surplus with the U.S. was $27.6 billion in March, with exports rising 4.5%. The country's biggest exports in the first 3 months of the year were electronic machinery, including smartphones and laptops and high-tech products. However, exports of rare earths fell nearly 11% due to Beijing's tightened controls on these strategically vital materials. The impact of U.S. tariffs on Chinese trade is multifaceted. While some lower value-added items like shoes and clothing have seen a decline in shipments, higher value-added goods such as computer chips, household appliances, and vehicles have experienced an increase. The biggest increases in exports were to China's Southeast Asian neighbors, Africa and India. Chinese President Xi Jinping's regional tour, which includes visits to Vietnam, Malaysia, and Cambodia, aims to strengthen trade ties with other Asian countries facing potential steep tariffs. China's exports to Vietnam jumped nearly 17% in March, while imports from Vietnam fell 2.7%. In summary, China's export surge in March was a last-minute response to anticipated U.S. tariff hikes, but analysts predict that shipments will drop back over the coming months and quarters. The ongoing trade tensions between the U.S. and China continue to shape global trade dynamics. Don't miss the latest news from the world of technology and finance. Subscribe to our channel now.